right there again. The new Italian team is not backing off. That is world-class sailing from this team.
I can't feel better. I mean, it's a great result. I would never expect that.
You can't get any closer than this. That's exactly what we all want to see. What a performance by Alkedo.
Alkedo Vitamina are an exciting new TP52 team. A new name on the 52 Super Series, which sees the Italian flag flying proudly among the nations competing on the world's leading Grand Prix Monohull circuit. Alkedo joined the circuit to learn, seeing where they belong in the hierarchy of the toughest fleet in Grand Prix Monohull racing. For a super experienced Andrea Lacorte, successful in many smaller one design classes, this was not just another step in sailing. This was the ultimate step, the class he had looked up to for years and the very pinnacle of his ambition, as it is for so many Grand Prix sailing owners.
The 52 Super Series has always been my dream since many years, so I'm finally here, so to me it's like a dream. I mean, it's like, oh, I finally got there. These kind of boats are unbelievable. They're tremendously fast, tremendously responsive. It's like being on a dream and you finally wake up and say, oh, this is true.
But Alkedo was not built as a rookie team, a team of newcomers. It was not one group stepping into a new class altogether. In fact, it's a potent combination of Lacorte's historical, mainly Italian group, blended with the best core of an American-flagged interlodge program. It's a meeting of different cultures, of different temperaments, different philosophies, processes and ideas.
The team is a team that's come from a lot of different experiences in other classes. There's been a bit of catamaran sailing, a bit of Swan 50 sailing, lots of different experiences in the team, and it's a team made up of half Italian and half Anglo-Saxon and American.
But that kind of team, of course, can easily take time to reach optimum operational efficiency. There are different instincts, different habits, different ways of communicating. But very early on, Alkedo found elements which really mattered much more than any nationality. They were chemistry and a real shared passion.
It's funny for the Americans to see how the Italians are playing, not just on board, but also the funny stories after sailing that they can bring into the team. And they're just driving us into that mode. Very happy family, I would say.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. It's fun. I mean, they're all great sailors.
Oh, look at that! Big emotions on board Alkedo. Great job by Appleton and his team.
I always thought that the Kiwis were passionate, but I think the Italians are more, and their skill set is off the chart. You know, they're great sailors.
That passion gives Alkedo energy and impetus, but passion alone does not elevate a new team through a fleet of such a high caliber. It needs real shape and shared identifiable goals. It needs discipline. It needs a way of learning smart, fast-tracking the knowledge and skills into results.
The philosophy of the team is its big focus on everybody working together and coming together, because that's the biggest skill set we have, is working together. We haven't got a lot of experience that some of the other teams have of multiple years of America's Cup. So what we've got to make sure of is we work well as a unit, and the other big thing that we've got to do is learn faster than everybody else.
I still wake up in the night remembering the noises. People saying when you crash with your car, you remember this noise of the glass breaking. This is what happens to me. This carbon fiber crate can still wake me up in the night.
The mass lost before they even started training put the campaign suddenly on the back foot. Forced straight away into recovery mode, crisis management to the fore for a new project that could have halted momentum. For this Italian team, it was very much the opposite. Press the accelerator and it really gelled the team.
It's been a great challenge for us. We've been evolving and really pushed and tested and stretched really far in that regard. But the team's just had a great positive attitude, a learning attitude, and we've just approached everything with what can we learn from each situation.
That was something like a huge accelerator of the unity of the team. The team did an incredible job to find a new mast, put it together. Everybody was working on it. When we launched the boat, we were almost crying because we didn't believe that we were able to do it, but we did it.
The first 52 Super Series regatta in Saint-Tropez was never really about achieving a result for Alkedo. It was about a voyage of discovery, learning where the team fitted into the hierarchy, racing against teams which had sailed together for many, many years. How fast is the fleet actually? How precise? How unforgiving is it? Are there any room for errors?
Welcome to the 2025 Super Series season. The first race of the regatta, and the very first race for our new team from Italy, Lacorte's Alkedo Vitamina.
Saint-Tropez was the first event, was tricky, we were finding our way, but the beginning part was a little bit of a struggle.
A tough moment for the new team. They'll finish last here, a reminder of just how hard this fleet is.
We finally understood what's the level of this class. It's a gigantically high level. We did not understand at all the tactician and where to bring the boat.
And so there are valuable first steps for any new team, building confidence in each other, achieving a shared clarity, to know where the level really is and to know what actually has to be learned, what the successive steps are. But Saint-Tropez gave Alkedo much more than just clarity. It gave them a firm belief that they could compete with the best.
Alkedo lead around the course here. Sled still right on the stern. No room for a mistake now.
Before a short week of light winds racing was over, the team had already won a race and done something that nobody expected.
The pressure is huge, but Alkedo hold on, and the new team takes the win. What a great success for the young Italian team.
We were probably happy because we were in a process of learning and understanding and seeing how we actually matched up within the fleet. We could see the right sort of movement and understanding of where we needed to be with the group.
The 52 Super Series season takes its next step to rugged Bayona in Galicia, the Royal Cup on the wild northwest Atlantic coast. Saint-Tropez had produced a tiny breakthrough, Bayona brought consistency.
Alkedo has pressure, they've got speed again, and now they're asking serious questions of the fleet. This is no longer just one good result. This is becoming a pattern.
It feels really good because when you are a new team in such a high-level fleet and winning a race and turning around and see like almost 10 kites behind you, massive kites, it feels good.
Alkedo wins race 2 here in Bayona.
And so what could have been put down to early luck and good fortune in France was now becoming something more solid.
The Italians are flying again. What a week this is becoming for the newcomers. They've got pace, they've got confidence, and they're right in the fight from the start. They win race 7, and now they're backing it up. Across the line in second. What a sensational day for Lacorte's team here at the Royal Cup in Galicia.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, the guys on board doing a fantastic job just getting the boat going upwind. We're sort of exceeded our expectations of where we'd be and how we'd be performing. We're growing, we're learning, we're developing with each other. So right now, you know, we've checked a lot of boxes. We obviously would love to continue to check them into tomorrow, but to this point, we've sailed brilliantly.
The secret is to have a fantastic team, very good boat, not expecting anything, so being relaxed, but always pushing 150%, all of us. We entered this class without expecting anything because this is the Gotha, the temple of non-foiling sailing. But once we see that we have a nice team, we start pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing so hard that we never quit, even if we are last at the first mark.
Race wins command attention. An overall regatta podium in this fleet earns huge respect.
What a regatta by Alkedo. This team no longer looks like a newcomer. It looks like a serious contender for a podium finish.
And suddenly Alkedo were not just the newbies, the new kids on the block. They were in the white heat of battle, on the scrap for the podium. They were competing with the very best.
American Magic take the victory, and Alkedo are there to acknowledge it. But this has been Alkedo's week as well. Congratulations, Alkedo and Andrea Lacorte. What a huge surprise.
I can't feel better. I mean, it's a great result. I would never expect that. We can do better because yesterday we did better than today. But the first two teams are all professional, so also good.
Best owner driver of the Royal Cup is Andrea Lacorte. A sensational result for him and for the entire team.
Bayona had brought self-belief and underlined the real podium potential. Portugal's breezy, wavy Rolex TP52 World Championship in Cascais brought a further proof. This was all different. It was all new. The biggest physical and mental challenge yet for the Alkedo team. Coming up! Coming up! Coming up! There was more wind, much more wind, big waves, more punishment for every little mistake. For the owner-driver himself, Andrea Lacorte, it was new, unfamiliar waters, literally and figuratively. He had never driven a TP52 in such winds and in such big Atlantic waves.
It's the first day in big waves of my life, so to me everything was new. Difficult, very difficult, because I knew of the class, knew of the boat, knew of those waves.
Welcome to the World Championship. Big Atlantic conditions. This is a real test for Alkedo. Not just speed, but control. Not just talent, but composure.
Cascais, third event, the Worlds. What a place, very challenging. The conditions were unreal.
Oh, Cascais, we were not sleeping at night. We were very scared about this big sea state and big wind, but we were fast and we were having a lot of fun.
But Cascais really was where Andrea Lacorte stopped looking like an outsider trying to make an impression. Lacorte started looking like he belonged in this fleet, competing on equal terms with the very best helmsman of the 52 Super Series. The challenges kept on coming at him and he kept on improving.
I think I've improved pretty much, thanks also to my team. I have a nice group of professionals. It's a long-lasting dreaming coming through.
They've stayed composed, they've stayed fast, and Alkedo are going to win in style. In conditions that should have exposed them, they are finding another level.
We pushed hard, we sailed well, we won some races, and now it's just sort of closing that consistency down. But overall, really proud of what these guys did this week on board and the job that Andrea did. I mean, we pushed him as hard as we could in some really trying conditions.
fourth event of the season is back to the Mediterranean sea breezes of Puerto Portals in Mallorca.
Puerto Portals was a long testing event with the heat, but we went into the last race with an opportunity to finish on the podium.
Alpha Plus have done it. The team from Hong Kong takes the podium ahead of Alkedo. A fantastic week from them, just edging out the Italians at the end.
The Alpha Plus probably had a slightly better strategy than what we chose, and were able to top us in that race, and they deservedly got that position. But overall, we showed again that we were able to sort of come through at the end and get better as the week goes on.
Portals didn't yield another podium, but Alkedo were still in the fight. Even if the highs of Bayona and the challenges of Cascais were behind them, this young team kept putting itself into the mix. Third overall at this point in the season standings, for a new team, it was already an extraordinary debut season.
We are probably too much ahead of schedule, because if you make a picture to our current situation, I still not believing in that, because that was by far too much. As a rookies of the class in third position and the first owner driver, I would never ever expect something like that. I'm not expecting to maintain that. If we finish the season in this situation that we have right now, it can be something fantastic or almost unbelievable. But if we step down in classification of some points, it has been already a fantastic season for us, already.
Final event of the season here in Porto, Sardinia.
There's a point in every season where the level of hopes and expectations start to really weigh a team down. Early success, no matter how it's achieved, create high hopes and great expectations.
Home waters for Alkedo, and they arrive right in the fight. Everything is still to play for.
Porto Cervo in beautiful Sardinia, the final event of the season, the next best thing to home waters, and all of Italy is watching. This really is a home pressure on Alkedo.
High level pressure on us because it's our first season and we are very glad to be in the third position in the series. It's a dream comes true, but we have to be calm and relaxed. We know how to sail well, we don't have to be stressed.
Representing Italy here in Porto Cervo, that is the real heart of sailing in Italy, it's a gigantic honor. It's something that is giving a little bit of pressure.
This is where a full season starts to weigh on you, and Alkedo are feeling that now. But they are still fighting, still in the conversation, still right there.
In the end, Alkedo did just fall short of the overall podium, fourth in the championship for 2025. An extraordinary first season for a brand new team, and for Andrea Lacorte, best owner driver of the year, is a major result in a fleet full of proven names.
We won in an owner driver is an incredible good feeling. The dream of beat the French guys, which we were overtaking since the beginning of the season each other, was a good challenge, but they deserve the third place. It's an honor for us to be in the top of this ranking.
They came into the season wanting to learn and to improve together, and finish up knowing the sky really is the limit for Alkedo.
I don't believe it. I mean, I was really not expecting that. And I'm so happy, like it was a surprise of my life, and this is just the beginning of a long season of seasons in the TP52 Super Series.